Good day, everybody. It is currently Monday, August 5th, 2013, and well, we have our newest tropical depression here into the South China Sea. Robust convection coming around this storm system this morning. It was previously a low pressure area that impacted the Philippines over the weekend, brought some heavy rainfall, even some flash flooding. A few reports of landslides in Visayas, northern Mindanao. About 300 families needed to be evacuated. That's going to be the main topic for today. Also, I quickly want to touch on what's going on across South Korea and Japan. Scattered thunderstorms. If you're out here, just be ready for a passing shower or two. Okinawa, I'm sorry, you're not really included in that. Sunny skies in your forecast throughout the day. Don't be surprised if you do see a localized storm, but I don't think it's going to be anything too potent out there. Rest of Honshu and even down there towards Kyushu, we're going to be seeing scattered showers throughout the forecast. Current radar also indicates that. It is mainly due to this trough of low pressure that's going to be over much of Japan. But the good news is that going into Tuesday and Wednesday, it should let off a little bit. We're going to see this trough start to move away off there towards the east. So some improving conditions behind it, but still going to be seeing those thunderstorms pop up here. This one, I do think that's going to lift north, so that's really going to miss Japan, but portions of northeastern China are going to see some thunderstorms and rain showers out of that through midweek. Look at that big gigantic high dominating the southern Japanese islands in Taiwan, though. That is why it is still dry out here. We've been still seeing some of the warmest temperatures in years in eastern China, still into the high 30s and low 40s. And then south of that, so we have, well, that troughing off here that's been bringing these thunderstorms there to northeastern China and much of Japan today. That high pressure dominating here. And then the tropics, well, it is getting relatively active down here. We still have our tropical depression. Now, this is unnamed from the Japan Meteorological Agency, but Bagasa usually is rain on its heels, so we're going to go ahead and call it Tropical Depression Kiko, being named by Bagasa, pushing off here towards the west. Winds right now are just below tropical storm strength, about 30 knots, so it's a really weak system. Still the rain showers out of it going to be the main threat, and like I stated earlier on, it already has caused some flooding and landslides. One report up to about 200 millimeters though into northern Mindanao, actually in similar areas that was hit by both back in December. And anytime you get an area pushing through here, that causes some heavy rainfall. The next threat region, eastern Vietnam and southern China, actually is going to take a somewhat similar track, a little bit farther towards the south, but very similar as our tropical storm Jebi. One of the main issues with that, the ground's already saturated out here, so you get some heavy rainfall, you get quick river runoff, and then that results in some more flooding. So right now, looking at this northwesterly track, over 200 millimeters in these areas you see in the darker purples. Hainan, definitely there's a pretty serious risk. And then over towards Hanoi, if this does continue to push off in that direction, which some of the numerical models want that to happen, as it follows the overall background flow along the southern periphery of the Westpacwx, which is dominating out here. So it's going to follow along the southern, southwestern, start to round the bend, and it very well could make a landfall there near Hanoi, just given the overall streamline analysis at this time. We'll just take a look at one of the model outlooks. This is GFS pulling off there towards the northwest. It actually has the storm intensifying, making landfall there into southern Hainan as a possibly tropical storm. I mean, these areas in the orange are indicating about 35 knot winds. It's a little removed from the center, so it's not going to be very organized. Main threat, if we can pull up actually the MSL, so it's the mean sea level pressure accompanied by the accumulated precipitation over 6 hours. You can see some of these areas really are continuing to enhance that monsoonal flow, and it could just exacerbate the problem out here as far as heavy rainfall. ECMWF, same time. Showing a very similar output. Let's pull up the winds from them also. This is going into Wednesday. You can see a very similar output. So likely going to be a tropical storm going through midweek there into the Gulf of Tonkin. But that is all for right now, everybody. This is just the official warning from JMA. Showed it last because it's only a 24-hour forecast. Meanwhile, JMA, the official agency, has a tropical depression. JTWC, if you follow with them, they have a medium on this, so I think they're a little bit behind. Oh, and also let's check out our daily long-range look ahead here, because still looking like the end of this work week into the weekend, we're going to have a tropical system forming right near Guam. I'll show you a satellite picture in a second where this area of cloud cover is going to start to form out of. This is going into Saturday, though, looking like we have a typhoon starting to pop up here. at least according to this one particular model. If you remember last week, though, it was showing something similar for this week. This is for next Wednesday. Southern Taiwan, northern Luzon, possibly running along the southern periphery of that Westpacwx before moving out there towards southeastern China. Still a lot of time to watch on this one. It's a long-range output, so it's something to just kind of take with notice. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on it. As the area this should be forming from is going to be out here, just towards East Guam. We're starting to see some moisture pop up here. You can see it here on the water vapor imagery. That is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. Please don't forget to go check out my Sunday vlog on the website as well. Actually, just follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Western Pacific Weather or Westpac Weather, continuing to put out streaming updates there as well. Stay safe out there, everybody.